Alright, I guess I should own up to the fact that I'm never going to go on an Arsenal invincible run. Even good teams are going to stumble every now and then. Maybe I should put that on a post note like right here just to remind me every time I come on and do this series. Because as much as I want Bilbao to succeed, yes, I'm going to have to accept that it comes with the territory that I'm just going to lose. And it may be a little hasty of me to switch formations once again, but I feel at this point in time, we should try and do how Bilbao play in real life. So, in just a minute, I'll show you that formation, but for now, let's run the intro and start the show. What's up, peoples? It's Gendo here, and welcome back to the Basque Boys. As always, if you are still enjoying the series, please do go ahead and drop it a like. Now, today we got ourselves a couple of interesting matches. First and foremost, it's a matchup that happened last episode, but this time's happening in the league. It's Real Sociedad, and then we're taking on Bayern Leverkusen. Bayern Leverkusen, what the f*** am I saying? And then we're going to be taking on Bayern Munich in the Champions League first leg, where not a lot of good things are expected, but we shall try our damnedest to make it work. But before we go any further, let's get into the formation that I was talking to you about, because I instituted this directly after the last episode. We're using now a 4-2-3-1 because, yes, we had ourselves a lot of the ball, but just we're not finishing. We weren't taking the most of our chances in front of net, just shooting it left, right, and center. I need more focused attacks, and I feel like a more attacking formation will help us out in the long run. So that's what I'm using right here, and pretty much this formation and lineup that you see is what we're going with going forward, outside of, Boveda, because, Lekue is the starter. But anyway, outside of that, everybody is pretty much in this type of role. The flat back four, where we have ourselves a center defender and a ball-playing defender now instead of just two center defenders. The ball-playing defender should be Laporte because he's better suited to that. Just like with the last formation, we had ourselves a deep-lying playmaker and an advanced playmaker. That hasn't changed. It's just that the third midfielder has now pushed up into an attacking midfielder, and that's Raul Garcia's role. It's always been his role since I took over this team, except, I never really used a cam until now. Outside the wings, we got an inside forward and a winger because Susaeta is better suited to be a winger instead of an inside forward, so I'm going to try and play to his strengths. Iker Munain, still better as an inside forward, so might as well try that. And up front, most of my strikers, if not all of my strikers, are better suited as poachers, so I want to try and utilize a poacher that will allow the inside forward and the cam to get into play, so that Susaeta can then cross the ball into one of those three, and hopefully one of them will get on the end of it, scoring the goal. So yeah, it's a little bit more attacking minded, a little bit more well-rounded to these players' abilities, and I want to try and utilize that going forward. That being said, here's how we did in the 4 matches we used this formation. And in the end, it wasn't too terribly bad. 2 wins, a draw, and a loss. Valencia and Alaves both on 2-1 victories, and to be quite honest with you, not too terribly bad. Susaeta getting both goals here, coming in from the wing, not bad, like I said, even though he's the one that should be crossing it in. And then outside of that, Alaves with a 2-1 win, Raul Garcia, Iker Munain. Like I said, if John Bautista's not going to get the goals, I want one of those two to do it, and they did exactly that. The loss in between that, it was against Real Madrid. It was expected, but the fact of the matter is we went 2-0 up on them. After 25 minutes, Susaeta and John Bautista getting goals, putting us up 2-0 at the Bernabeu. But then Real Madrid kicked it into high gear and scored 6 past us in the remaining hour. Very unfortunate, but it is what it is. The defense just took a collapse. At the same time, it's Real Madrid being Real Madrid. And then finally, a 1-1 draw versus Villarreal. Kike Sola getting the goal here, getting the start because John Bautista had himself a little bit of fatigue, so that's why he didn't play. And then defensively, didn't close the game down, as in the 64th minute, Villarreal scored, got the draw. Overall, that does keep us in 5th place, but now the gap between us and 4th is starting to widen. We are now 7 points back behind both Atletico and Sevilla. Betis sitting right behind us, 3 points back in 6th place. So right now, yeah, we're doing fine in 5th. However, we need to start coming together and cobbling together results if we want to get that Champions League push for next year, get that 4th place spot. And since we are coming out of a transfer window, there weren't a lot of movings around in this league this winter. The only thing that happened to us is we have 2 future transfers pending. Iago Herrerin is going to be sent out to Levante at the end of the season, and then we are going to be getting in John Gaztinyaga. He is a center mid coming in from Eibar. He's 26 years old, very defensive minded, so if I do go back to that 4-3-3 with the defensive mid, that will help us out immensely, because look at that, defensively, 14 marking, 15 tackling. Some of his technical skills could use with a little bit of work, but I like the 12 dribbling, the 12 first touch, and the 13 passing. He's also decent physically and in the speed department, so other than that, he is a fairly decent player. Yes, we might start to have a little bit of surplus in the midfield department, but that's why I'm going to try and look to move some of these players on. And like I said, this is going to be the formation we're going to use versus Real Sociedad away from home. The lineup is as follows. Kepa is not going to be in net. It's going to be Stefan Ruffier. Forgot to change that out. But Lecue, San Jose, Laporte, and Isma Lopez along the back line. The 2 center mids will be Merino and Benyat. The 3 attacking mids. Yes, 3 attacking mids this time around. Munain, Raul Garcia, and Susaeta. And then sitting up front, John Garcia. And hopefully, like I said, this can get the job done. They knocked us out of the cup. Let's try and exact revenge on them in the league, get the 3 points, and hit some sort of, momentum going into Bayern Munich. Even though it's probably not going to matter, let's at least do something in the league. Let's go kick off and see what happens. So I just realized after I clicked on, set the lineup, submit the team, I should say, Stefan Ruffier was on 85% fitness. So yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. Forgot that he was even not fit, coming back off of an injury, and why I had Kepa in there to start. So, oops on my part. Already a minute in, and we got ourselves a decent chance. Benyat with a corner gets it inside. Raul Tamarino taking a shot from distance. Not bad, but Geronimo Rulli there for the stop. Free kick outside the box and a very dangerous... We're just going to have pinball goals every match, aren't we? Every time out. Every single episode. I should really start to mentally prepare myself that there's going to be a deflected goal at some point during the episode, because this is 4 times out of the last 5, and it's really starting to get annoying. 11 minutes on now, ball coming forward from us. Raul Garcia with some decent passing. Bautista to Susaeta. What a great pass. And Susaeta coming in from the wing with his 9th goal of the season levels the match up. And to be honest with you, it's a great setup, and this is a very deserved goal. Unlike Real Sociedad. So some great setup, great plays, great passing to get to Susaeta, who then on the volley smacks it into the far post. 27 minutes on now, John Bautista, he has a cross on him because of a cut hand, so that's why he's staying out. He can sustain a cut hand and be very well sought out striker. I can't get my words out because, hey, he got himself a goal with a cut on his hand. 15th goal of the season. Athletic Club up 2-1 now after 27 minutes. And it's telling me he still has a cut hand. Keep on. I don't care. It's not affecting your legs. It's not affecting your mobility. You can tough it out, my man. You scored a goal. Keep playing. Just a couple minutes later now, nice throwing in a deep area. Bautista cut hand and all, and he scores himself a brace. It's 3-1 to Athletic Club. Don't stop now, boys. Keep it up. And this guy wanted to come off with a cut hand, and now he's only gone and scored 2 goals. Come on, man. See, and this is what happens when I do play a 4-2-3-1, is that the defense gets very, very muddled, and we really cannot pick out anybody to focus on, especially when it comes to the main strikers, their main goal-scoring threats. It's a good counter, though. Batista to Munain. Is he going to cross? He should have crossed it. He had 3 runners on the far post. 20 seconds before the halftime whistle goes, and we may get ourselves one more before the half is over. Munain, he hits the post. Oh, Munain, you are just making all sorts of bad decisions today. Not crossing to the far post, hitting the post on your shot. You gotta do better, son. I got Sabine on the bench. I'm definitely thinking about subbing you off if this keeps up. And anyway, 3-1 at the half. Can you believe it? I'm absolutely ecstatic for the team. I'm very happy. Just keep it going out there, boys. Not going to make any changes, even though Real Sociedad, in those last 5 minutes, have started to come on strong. So I may have to worry about them replicating that in the second half, and I may drop back down to that 4-3-3, the flat 3, if this attack keeps up. to Munayin. Someone's got to get it into the box. Benyat. What a laser beam from the top of the D. Benyat. Second goal of the season only, but it's 4-1 to Athletic Club, and we should probably say that this match is on ice now. You want to say that? We have a 3-goal lead, 30 minutes to go. I mean, I think we can say this match is on ice. What a beautiful strike. On a half volley, too, into the far corner. That's a lovely goal. Oh, let's not say anything too early now. Zaldua coming inside to Igurtse. Oh my God, what a great clearance away after that ball hits the crossbar. Marino to Benyat, 14 minutes left. Bautista gets the ball to Susaeta. What a laser! Another laser strike from the team. Susaeta getting himself a brace. Double-digit goals for the winger. It's 5-1 to Bilbao. And this has just been a complete and utter dismantling of our rivals after what they did to us in the cup. It's great to exact revenge and do the business to them in the league. And there it is, full time. Real Sociedad 1, Athletic Club de Bilbao 5. What a complete turn of events compared to what happened last time. Absolutely very happy for you boys. Great win, especially against your rivals. That will help us out in the 5th to 4th transition, but I don't know if it's going to help all that much. Actually, well, right, so now it's time for the first leg of our Champions League match versus Bayern Munich. And to be quite honest with you, it's going to be difficult to start, but we also have 3 players out suspended. Raul Garcia, Iturraspe, and Laporte all out with suspensions. Balenciaga also out with an injury to his face. So we are going to be completely understaffed at home. It's not going to be fun. This is the line that we're going to be using today, though. Kepa is going to be in net. Lecue, San Jose, Echeta, and Ismael Lopez along the back line. Benyat, Marino, the 2 midfielders. The 3 attacking mids, Susaeta, Munayin, Sabine. And then sitting up front, of course, John Bautista. Along the bench today, we have ourselves some new players. I should say new in the context that they were in the under-19s, and now they're actually on the bench. Mikel Inchausti, 17-year-old attacking mid / center mid. He's starting to develop really nicely, but like I say, he's only 17 years old, is not really going to do much. And then Pachi Martinez. Pachi Martinez is a center back. He's also 17 years old, also not very good. So hopefully we won't have to rely on either of those and try and keep it close with the players that we have. That's hoping a bit too much. Maybe, maybe not. So let's go kick off, see what happens, and hope we don't get blown out too badly. All right, we're going to be the home team in this first leg, which gives us at an extreme disadvantage, especially if Bayern throw 2, 3, 4 goals past us. That means we're going to have to go to Germany and try and get those back. So hopefully we can limit them as much as possible. Corner kick early on to Bayern into Douglas Costa. Douglas Costa gets it out to Thiago. Almost got out to Thiago. Good interception by Lecue. Susaeta switching the pitch up to Sabine. There's some really good vision to get it through Sabine. Should have done a lot better with that shot. But hey, we got ourselves a shot versus Bayern Munich. 19 minutes on now, it's Robert Lewandowski. Gets it out to Arturo Vidal. Arturo Vidal bringing it up the right side to Müller. Thomas Müller to Lewandowski, and the big pole gets it into the back of the net, as you would expect with Bayern Munich. 1-0 to the Germans after 20 minutes. Lovely bit of play, starting with the interception from Douglas Costa, continuously angling it to the right side. Thomas Müller into Lewandowski, into that near side. It's just that simple. Need to do a lot better defensively. Free kick. Alaba. Oh, sake. Kepa keeps it out the first time, but then Thomas Müller just sprints like a madman to go after that loose ball, which, once again, none of my defense want to save it. None of my defense want to clear it out. Thomas Müller, easy tap in. And in 2 minutes, it's 2-0 to Bayern Munich. Nice long ball forward, 25 minutes on. Bautista cuts inside. Oh, what a save from Neuer, but it also was on Bautista to go after a post to Munayin. 36 minutes on. Susaeta, good passing up the right wing. It's just a cloud of gray shirts getting there. Lecue into Bautista. Hey, we got one back. There we go. Great cross in from Lecue to John Bautista, and we got one past Manuel Neuer to make it now 2-1. So we at least got a goal going into Germany. That's a big win right there. That's a nice moral victory for us. But can't take that away from Lecue. That was a perfectly placed cross in. All right, so at the half, it's not all that bad. If you take away the scoreline and just look strictly at the stats, it's a pretty even game. 50-50 split on possession. We have had more shots than Bayern Munich, 10-7. Same amount on target with 3. It's just unfortunate that the defense had a little bit of a lapse there in the first half to allow 2 goals go through, but at least we got ourselves back into it with getting one of our own. Though so far, with 20 minutes left to go in this match, there has not been a single highlight in this second half. Already made 2 subs. Garcia and Boveda are on. Probably going to make one more to the midfield before the match is over. I say that in 12 minutes left to go. Bayern Munich with the ball once again in an attacking position. Vidal to Lewandowski. Oh, I thought defense would have cut out one of those passes. I thought for sure the defense was going to cut out one of those passes before it reached the back of the nets. But instead, it is a Bayern Munich goal. Once again, the big pole in Robert Lewandowski. Just as calm and as cool as you like. Back of the net. Brace for him. And that looks like it's going to do it here in San Mamés. It is Athletic Club 1, Bayern 3, and we will go to the Allianz Arena trying to get ourselves 3 goals. Which I don't see us doing, but at least we could try, right? Yeah, that's all we can do is try. I'm not too concerned. We were just unlucky out there against the team that is favored, one of the favorites to win this competition. So, one of the potential favorites, one of the potential winners, I should say. And they did what they did. They do what Bayern Munich do. They pass off the park, get it up to the big Robert Lewandowski, get the goals, and that's how you win games. Right, so that's going to end this episode, and don't worry, the second episode, of course, is going to be the second leg of the Bayern Munich match, so don't you worry about that. But as far as this episode goes, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Of course, if you like what you saw, please go and drop a like, subscribe if you're new, comment below on what you thought about this episode and the series as a whole. Believe me, I appreciate every single comment that you put down, and I will reply where necessary, of course. But anyway, guys, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out. Well, it's nice to see the 4-2-3-1 is somewhat successful. We're winning against teams that we should win against. It's just when we come against the big teams, we got a bit of a problem.